11 minutes after 7, about 30 seconds previously, I was chastised by one Kim K. Radcliffe. You can follow her on Twitter.
I don't know why you think I was chastising you, but
I got a bit of a look. Rod PC Trimble, out the box, at the desk. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. I had a great weekend. I went to D.C.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, hung out with my friends.
Nice. Did you do anything historic? Or see anything historic? I shouldn't say do anything. Wasn't incarcerated.
Well, yeah, I had fun. What did I do? I went to an improv show, and that was not historic, but it was fun for me. And we did all the touristy stuff. I mean, DC is one of those cities that, like, besides the whole, like, capital of the United States or whatever, it's basically just a tourist city. Like, there's nothing to do but see all the cool tourist
you
stuff.
can walk
always
around
stuff
and
to
see
do.
so much.
Yes, I loved it. And I rode on the metro a lot, which
Nice.
was awesome for me.
I did the metro with the kids,
My
and they
train.
thought it was like, this is like the monorail.
It is. It's just fun.
I'm missing out. I haven't been since grade school. I think I need to go back.
It's awesome. You do DC. I highly recommend DC. Well, I used to watch the Tony Awards every single year back in high school with my mom. But now that I was telling you this, I go to sleep at 4 in the afternoon every day. So I miss anything that goes on past that. And they were on at night. But Twitter, of course, kept me good and updated. So I have a report for you this morning. A bunch of cool stuff happened last night, including former Breaking Bad star Bryan Cranston, who actually picked up his very first Tony Award for lead actor in the play All the Way. And a hilarious musical called A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder won the Best New Musical Tony Award. And this was cool, too. Neil Patrick Harris, who was also the host, he won his very first Tony for his role in Hedwig and the Angry Inch, which is a rock musical. That's a very, very cool show. So it was cool to see all those this morning. I used to love watching the Tonys because it's like, I love watching all those award shows. I just think they're so interesting. I love seeing the performances and stuff, and so it's cool to...
You seem outside their roles for, a few seconds or however long they're allowed to even talk. But it's kind of neat to see.
It's always cool because, like you said, like a lot of the people presenters too. So they present, and then later you see them in all these outfits, and you can't recognize them and stuff. But it's always fun.
So I think Cranston now has a Tony, an Emmy, and an Oscar.
Oh wow.
All he needs is a
This was
Grammy.
like when I came back from the breaking news. It was the first story that you guys were doing. As I walked in, and I thought, I think he has everything.
He does. He totally does.
Except for the Grammy, which I mean,
and
I don't know that he sings.
But
I thought, I mean, that's I know the 4 winning the 4 is very rare. I don't know how rare winning 3 is.
You can win a Grammy for doing something else than singing, because
like
audiobooks
that's true.
count.
That's true.
Spoken word stuff counts.
That's true.
So, who knows?
Yeah.
That could be next.
I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Yeah. So you could win a Grammy.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't.
Well, at any rate, so I believe in you. I bet you could.
Thank you.
You have a good speaking voice.
You can do
it. Well, at any rate,
Mary had a little lamb. Her fleece was white as snow.
That's
it's
good.
coming.
Keep practicing.
Grammys 2015. At any rate, so computers are becoming more and more self-aware and intelligent every day, which is kind of scary in its own way. And this weekend, a computer program actually convinced 33% of a panel of judges at the University of Reading that it was a person.
No.
Yes, yeah. And this is not that computer program. This is unrelated file footage of computers from the 50s.
This is some really old. Talk about file footage.
Because there was no footage of it.
Do you want to play a game?
It was just this bot, actually, it was a computer bot, and it passed this test called the Turing test, which was invented by this guy called Alan Turing in the 50s. It said for a computer to be considered, quote, intelligent, it should actually fool at least 30% of people of 30% of the time on average. And it was kind of cool because it was this program called Eugene Goosman, and they put it online. So if you Google Eugene Goosman, you can find it and you can kind of play with it. But the thing that, I don't really think it counts, and a few other people kind of agree with me, because they didn't cheat, but they programmed the computer to tell people that it was a 13-year-old Ukrainian boy. Therefore, when you use it, you forgive any of the mistakes it makes, or you forgive like it not knowing things, because you're like, oh, this little boy living in like a village might not know these things. Yeah. So, it's a cool idea, but I don't think it really fully passes the test, because I feel like to pass this test, it should be I don't know, I feel like saying that you're a 13-year-old boy who doesn't know these things isn't really convincing me that the computer is real.
I'm not too sure. That's a little, it was a complete lie.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, part of it is that the computer has to convince you that it is a person. But by saying that it was a kid, you are more likely to believe it.
Why wouldn't you think it was?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
totally.
online. How else would you? I don't know. That was a little strange.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like, I keep thinking of the IBM, the Watson. if it's along that.
It's
that
very
line.
much like Watson.
Okay.
In fact, they this tournament. I forgot to look up the name, like an idiot. But this tournament, they hold it every few years, and they test computers to see if new computers can pass the Turing test. And the Watson computer, they put through this test a few years ago and didn't pass, because they always find something that gives it away. That gives it away the fact that it's a computer. So, but they thought posing it as a kid
kicks the cord out from behind.
Yeah,
a giveaway.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, someone who is not a computer is our Gannon Medwick, who
and not a robot.
Very much not a robot, very much a human being, and he has our last story for us.
Yeah, and this one is going to get the human emotion flowing, I think, PC and Kim and Bob. And this is a guy who's just about to get an incredible surprise from his son, who's been plotting. He's been plotting, guys,
Dad,
for
no,
years.
there's one right there in the garage.
It's not the cornhole game, right?
No, although that's pretty cool.
I know.
But Dad's going to be able to pass the time in a cooler way because he's the proud owner of a '57 Chevy. His son bought it for him.
That's awesome.
After promising he was going to do it when he was 8 years old. How old's the dude now? 28?
Wow.
So he's been
Good
plotting
for
for
him.
Dad for
That's
about
amazing.
20 years or so.
Yeah, you figure when you see him hugging and crying that it definitely was not the cornhole game. that he got.
That is so cool.
I got 3 points. I got 3 points. It was amazing. No, I mean that is that's a Chevy Bel Air, 1957. Look at that color. You know, nice and turquoise.
That's nice.
But now it puts anyone else who gets their dad something to shame. Because like I was going to get my dad some books, and I know I like them, but it's not a car.
Yeah.
Every dad is different.
I thought of that angle, Trimble, but I was thinking as well, you know what, it's inspiration, right? We're 6-7 days ahead of Father's Day. Maybe if you can come, 1% of that, it's just like, if you could come that close,
Yep.
you're going to make that happen.
Sorry, the emotions I'm most familiar with are shame and guilt, so I just went right to that. But,
You're not going to break it in the mold at this point. Definitely not.
but that is really cool.
That
That's
is
awesome.
very cool. All right. And we are definitely taking a peek at Father's Day weekend already, right? I know it's only Monday.
Yeah, for sure. It looks pretty summery as well. By the way, 8.8 million views on YouTube. Probably some tears shed for that as well. We're going to take a look at the forecast for today. We'll circle back to the 7-day coming up. Next hit is the plan, but we got a few seconds to show you some downpours. They're really, really small, and they're moving really slow. But if you get under one of these rain clouds, it's going to pour for 5 to 15 minutes. A downpour traipsing through southwesternmost Brunswick County around OIB. East to Holden Beach could catch that downpour. Also around East Arcadia and Carvers in southeastern Bladen County. 1 or 2 showers on the radar. Shooting for a high near 88 this afternoon, with south breezes keeping that humidity flowing as well. We'll see you after the break.